Hello, this is Mike from Dimensional Walking. And today I'm going to title this one, Part 2, The Rapid Acceleration Event, the Hidden Engine Driving the Countdown. Hopefully you read Part 1. If you didn't, highly recommend go back and do the Part 1 on this one. And you can get it on Dimensional Walking, a Paranormal Journey channel, of course. And the reason I've been kind of holding off on this Part 2, is that things are becoming very intense and getting even more intense as time goes on. And it gives me a bit of an anxiety to actually do this one, but hang in there, okay? Hang in there, um, and try to follow along, okay? So if part one was about recognizing the pattern that makes up the rapid acceleration event, then part two is about confronting the possibility that the pattern isn't random. The world isn't just speeding up, it's being pulled. And the closer we look, the more it resembles a countdown rather than a drift, a tightening spiral, a convergence point, a moment that a system is racing towards whether we're ready or not. Okay? The rapid acceleration event isn't just a geopolitical phenomenon. It's not just technological. It's not just psychological. It's something deeper, a structural shift in how human civilization is behaving, reacting, and evolving under pressure. And the most unsettling part is it feels coordinated, not by a single player, not by a single actor, not by a cabal, not by a government, but by the system itself. In normal history times, crises seem to be staggered. One rises, another one falls. But in the last few years, everything has begun peaking at once. Geopolitical tensions, economic instability, technological disruption, climate anomalies, social fragmentation, institutional distrust. It's not that these crises exist. The crisis, because crises always exist, it's that they are synchronizing, aligning, accelerating in parallel. This is the hallmark of a system approaching a critical transition. In a complex system theory, this is what is called synchronous destabilization. The moment when multiple subsystems begin oscillating in rhythm, amplifying each other's volatility. It's the same pattern seen before ecological collapses, financial crisis or crashes, and even neurological seizures. The world is behaving like a system preparing to flip states. Here's where it gets really eerie. When you strip away the headlines, the politics, the personalities, the noise, you're left with a clean curve, a raising slope that appears across domains that should have nothing to do with each other. It's the same curve in AI development, military automation, market volatility, social polarization, climate extremes, migration surges, information volatility, and information velocity. Different causes, different actors, same shape. This suggests one of two possibilities. Everything is connected in ways we don't understand, or something has influenced multiple domains simultaneously. Neither one of these explanations is comforting, to say the least. If everything is connected, then destabilization in one domain can cascade instantly into all others. It's the global domino effect. If something has influenced multiple domains, then they're dealing with external pressure, technological, environmental, or something stranger that is pushing the system towards a threshold. Either way, the acceleration is not random. One of the most uh, overlooked aspects of the rapid acceleration event is the biological one. Human beings evolved for a world where changes were slow, predictable, and local. But now we're living in a world where changes are fast, global, and relentless. It's the result is some type of we'll call it civilizational vertigo. People feel unmoored, disoriented, overstimulated. They're losing their sense of continuity, the psychological thread that ties together yesterday to today and to tomorrow. This is why conspiracy theories spread faster. Extremist movements grow faster. Trust collapses more easily. Panic cycles intensify. Leaders make rash decisions. Populations become volatile. A species built for linear time is being forced to live in exponential time. And exponential time always ends in a break. Here's the part that keeps analysts awake at night. Before a system undergoes a major transition, whether it's a star collapsing, a market crashing, or a society fragmenting, there is often a period of eerie calm, not peace, not stability, but a kind of tense stillness, like the air before a tornado touches down. So we are now in this stillness. We feel it in the way governments are acting. Reactive, jittery, improvisational. You can feel it in the way populations are behaving, anxious, polarized, restless. You can feel it in the way technology is evolving, faster than oversight, faster than ethics, faster than comprehension. This is the quiet moment before the snap. Some researchers quietly off the record have begun to entertain a radical idea. What if the acceleration is not a crisis? What if the acceleration is a warning? In other words, if the system is trying to tell us something, what if the world is not spiraling out of control but being prepared for something? You say, prepared for what? A geopolitical rapture or rupture? A technological singularity? A global conflict? A disclosure event? A climate flipping point or tipping point? A shift in human consciousness? A contact scenario? The collapse of old systems to make room for new ones? The truth is we don't know, but the pattern looks like a countdown, and countdowns end in events. If the rapid acceleration event continues at its current pace, the world may reach a point where decisions are made faster than humans can understand them, let alone control them. That's when accidents happen. That's when miscalculations become catastrophic. That's when a single spark, a drone incident, a cyber attack, a border clash can unite into a global chain reaction. This is why the idea of a major conflict waiting until 2029 feels increasingly unrealistic. And I personally have predicted that something like this happening in 2027. And I must agree that I believe it seems to be coming even faster than that. The system itself is accelerating now. The pressure is building. The threshold is approaching now. The world isn't drifting towards a future, it's rushing towards a moment. A pivot, a rupture, a reveal, a break, a beginning. Whatever it is, it's coming faster than anyone expected. And the clock is still speeding up. Something to think about for sure and try to prepare for this unknown. I am preparing, I am planning to do a part three. And the only reason I'm preparing to do a part three because this is all a bit scary in many ways. I'm not that afraid of it, but I've been living in strange worlds for most of my life. So, anyways, I think I'm going to do the part three only because I think it is so important to talk more about this and maybe prepare anybody that can handle what may be coming to survive it all. Anyways, we'll see.